Hey folks, just a quick review of the Westinghouse 3200 PSI 2.5 gallon per minute pressure washer. Picked this up off of Home Depot's website, shipped to my door for $270. Really a good bang for the buck. Honestly, if you ask my opinion, for most homeowners, this will fit the bill. Only time will tell how long it will last. Real quick on the pros, it works. It just works. Really good pressure. I think if you also follow the instructions with using a shorter length supply hose, garden hose, don't use one of these reel up 150, 75-foot hoses. Use a shorter length, supply the pump with the necessary volume of water, and you will get great results. It is powerful. It works great. Now, on to some of the areas of concern that I'd like to share with everyone. The front here, the soap dispenser, the recoil cord here is obstructing the fill spout here, so you're going to overspill some of the soap. It would have been nice if they designed the spout coming out like a 45. That would have been beneficial. The carburetor adjusts for the fuel on and off. It's nice to be able to turn the fuel off and run the carb dry when you go to long-term storage, so that's great. And the choke is here. Both these knobs are made of plastic, and I don't think they're going to last that long. We shall see. Okay, going on to the pressure washer, when it's in use, this thing does vibrate quite a bit. The front rubber foot here does mark your concrete. Just to show an example, that's what it does right there. You also have to be careful if you have it close to your car. It'll vibrate several feet before you realize it has, and you don't want anything like these captive nuts here to rub up against your car, so be very careful about that. Moving on to the back, these are the main areas that I want to bring to everyone's attention. Here's the pump, garden hose inlet. I have a quick disconnect screwed into the garden hose female, and then my garden hose. I did buy a pre-filter with 3/8 inch NPT thread, male thread, to screw into the pump, but this is not NPT. It's 3/8, but it's straight, so it's not a compression fit where you use pipe doping or Teflon tape. Any metal application, highly recommend doping. Any plastic PVC, you can get away with Teflon tape. In fact, I think Teflon tape is preferred. I'm unsure if doping is safe with the PVC, so don't take my word on that. So it's a straight thread. This fitting has an O-ring on the backside. The way you remove this fitting is you take the rubber washer gasket out of the female nut here, and if you look down inside, there's a hex Allen seat. So you have an extension Allen. I used a 3/8 inch and was able to pull this off. Unfortunately, my pre-filter didn't work. So I have the stock filter that this has in it, and I also have another screen filter here, and it should be okay. But just be cognizant of that. Also, this fitting is anodized aluminum gold. It's to make you think that it's solid brass, but it's not. Just like the high pressure discharge outlet nipple here, this is aluminum, not brass. So aluminum will corrode faster than brass. Just be cognizant of that. This is the thermal relief valve. It is solid brass. So all that being said, those are some low lights there, but again, for the price point, it's to be expected. Finally, a lot of folks did not like how this was oriented with the hose coming in, rubbing up against the wheel here, or catching it and wanting to, interfere. So a lot of folks have put 90-degree garden nipples here, or 45. Just be cognizant that when you tighten this nut up onto your garden hose, and if it's at a 90 coming out this way, or 45 coming down, gravity will be dropping this union in a counterclockwise fashion. So be cognizant of that. It could back this out. just bringing that to your attention. Also, the high discharge. A lot of folks complained about the muffler being right here and this high pressure hose rubbing up against here or hitting here. That's a bad thing. The vibration and the heat from this, in fact, I think the hose is even printed on it to keep away from hot material or hot metal. So be careful about that. I just use this Velcro strap and it works fine. My solution was this cutting board and this stock piece of teak that I had laying around. It was the easiest solution for me. It just keeps the whole hose, straight. It keeps it straight, and it supports it. So I don't want any stress in this area. And I think this solution, if you see here what I did, it's pretty simple. That's just black RTV silicone. Finally, the inlet for the soap tank is here. I put a 3-way valve, made it captive here. So what it is right now, this is on or inlined, so flow goes through here and into here. Now, soap is only through this venturi brought in when you use the soap nozzle. So it must be a pressure sensitive venturi. Any other nozzle, it won't suck in soap. So right now, if I have the soap nozzle on, soap will come out of the soap tank and into the pressure washer. This valve is shut off. Now, when I'm done with this service, what I do is I shut this off, open this valve, which comes up through here to this end, and I put it in a bottle of fresh water. And now when I put the soap nozzle on the wand, it'll pull the fresh water through this path and into this area. So this is all flushed, this nipple is flushed, and this area is flush clear of all the detergent, which could be caustic and over time corrode this area. So that's another modification that I did to improve the performance of the pressure washer. All right, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.